Hello, welcome back. And before we start writing SQL queries, I need you to understand some simple terms that would be used over and over again. Or probably you've heard these terms and you're not sure why they are called what they are called or what they even are. So we're breaking down some data terms in this video, and we'll be starting with databases. I'm sure everyone knows what databases are, but I would like to take you back the memory lane. If you had ever seen a file system where you have the files arranged in paper, and imagine growing that by 1,000 more data or by 1,000,000 more data, you know that it gets more difficult. That's why people started storing data in Excel, and then they started keeping data in databases. So what are database management systems? Database management systems, like the name implies, helps you to store files, organize them, and put them together so that you can easily access your file using a language. And what is that language? Structured query language, SQL or SQL. Structured query language helps you to retrieve your data from any database management system. So before we go any further, we have different types of data, and we can group them into structured data and unstructured data. Structured data are organized into rows and columns like you have in your Excel. And unstructured data, when you're thinking of unstructured data, you can think of your emails, your videos, your pictures, time series, and what have you, that cannot be directly organized into rows and columns. So in this channel, our main goal is tools that are optimized for structured data, and we'll be learning about those tools. We could go into unstructured data later when we get to Python, but right now we're talking about SQL, so we'll be dealing with structured data, that is data that are organized in rows and columns. Now, aside from data types, we also have different types of database management systems. And the first one I will talk about is the relational database management system. So when you talk about relational database management system, you talk about your Microsoft SQL Server, Postgres, MySQL, BigQuery, any database management system that allows you to use SQL, which is a structured query language. From the name, you know that it is used for structured data, and it helps you to store and retrieve data that are arranged in rows and in columns. Aside from the relational database management system, we have the object-oriented management systems, we have the NoSQL database management system, and we have the in-memory database management system. For the videos that we'll be creating on this channel, we'll be using SQL Server Management Studio, which is SSMS, the software from Microsoft for writing, where you can store and retrieve your data using SQL. There are other ones like Postgres, MySQL, like I have mentioned, the SQLite, and all of that. But for this video, we'll be using SSMS, and if we have time, I would be creating a short video on Postgres, because usually when you learn SQL, they are usually the same across multiple relational database management systems. There are slight differences between the systems. For example, in SSMS you use top, and in Postgres you use limit, but we'll get to that, and I will be creating a short video just to point out the main difference between these two database management systems that are widely used. So now, in storing your data in your databases, you have different kinds of data. For example, when you have your Excel spreadsheet, you have different kinds of data in each row. It could be a number, it could be a text, it could be a date, it could be a yes or no column. So we have names for each one in SQL. For the text, we have text as varchar. There are different varchars, but when we start writing queries, I would be showing you that we have the int for numbers, for all numbers. We have boolean, which is your yes and no. We have the date, and we have the date time. each one has different variations actually, but when we start writing the queries, I would be showing you that we have, for example, integer, we have the big int, we have the tiny int, and we have the normal int. So I would be showing you the different cases where you need to use these different data types. So in today's video, to wrap up, we talked about databases, we talked about different kinds of data in their groups. We have the structured and unstructured data, and we have different types of database management systems, which we are focusing, the one we are focusing on in this video is the relational database management system. And also we talked about different types of data that you find in your databases. So in our next video, we'll be covering entity relationship models or ER models. This shows how the different tables in your database relate to one another. If this video has helped you to clear up some confusion and you've learned even if it's a tiny bit from this video, kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell for when I post new videos. Also, if you have any questions, if there's anything you'd like me to address, kindly drop it in the comments. I would be reading it and I would be getting back to you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.